Here at the Liberty Bell Invitational, another historic Runners Roost girls sweepstakes race, and you can't talk about historic performances without the remarkable, the exceptional, the amazing Delaney Reuter from Eaton. Delaney, if I had told you, I mean, you've been so phenomenal in the first three races this season. If I had told you that you were going to drop almost 15 seconds off what you did last year, and yet it would still be a step away from Emry, I hope that you're proud of the effort, because 16:45 on this course is incredible, but I also know what a competitor you are. So how are you balancing the emotions right now?
I guess right now I'm just trying to think of like the good, because when it comes down to it, like you can always be happy with like a loss to a great competitor, and especially a loss that close, one that was not exactly the time, but I just know
it was 16:45.0 for her to 16:45.1 for you. It was literally one step.
Okay, yes. So even one that close, I mean, you can't really be, like, obviously, yes, you wish you would have leaned, but you can't be that upset about it, and I'm really happy with the time, so.
For people that don't understand, I mean, obviously, when I think of, like, that last incline at Norris Penrose outside of the equestrian center before you make that turn, and then, it's like 150 meters straight away to the finish.
Yeah.
For people that don't understand, after 2+ miles, 3 miles, like how daunting that uphill is here. Can you put it in? I mean, you and Claire and Emry and Ben and and Cadell and and Jay, like, all make it look so easy. But how hard is that uphill at the end?
It's hard, but it's almost like it's a rewarding thing, because you're like, it's just up this hill and that's it, and it's a weird like bittersweet way, kind of like fun. It's like it's like, okay, just up this and then you're done. I would definitely say, like, in comparison to Norris Penrose, I would say it's worse, because it's that hill and then the extra like 150, but yeah. Obviously,
you just hear a lot of ambient noise around you. At what point did you, because it's asphalt, so it's a pretty noticeable contact on the ground. At what point did you pick up that whether you knew it was Emry is irrelevant, but it could have been Claire. But when did you feel that somebody might have been that close?
I honestly did not feel or hear anything. The crowd kind of drowned the noise out. I actually saw her out of my peripheral with like 3 steps left, and then that was kind of like when I knew. But yeah.
So it's like much like at a track race. Like if somebody makes a surge like in the last 10, 15, 20 meters, at that point it's like you can't you can't really do much to respond.
Yeah.
How proud are you of the consistency of this this first batch of races? Like, even in comparison to how extraordinary you were, in the early going last year, like, it's all another level, if not multiple levels, ascended this year. How proud are you of the consistency so far?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but I'm happy.
Facts are facts, my friend. Like, I'm just sharing what is the gospel truth.
Yeah. Well, I'm really happy with how it's been going. Like, I'm just proud of it was definitely a relief the first race of the season to just know that you've improved, because it's always tough coming out of training when you haven't raced in a while to get back on the same kind of course and be like, okay, so this is where I am compared to last year. And then obviously it's always comforting to know it's like, okay, I'm better than last year. But yeah.
I mean, there have been years here where there's been 2, maybe even 3 women, under 17. I mean, there's been fewer than 15 women, under 17 on this course ever. Obviously, Claire added herself to that list today, and so did Madison Lang. Unbelievable performance for her. To have 4 women, 2 16:45s, a 16:49, and a 16:59 after we saw a guys race that had 4 guys under 14:45. I mean, obviously now it's getting a little bit warmer, but it just seemed like the times for those guys' race and your race, like, couldn't have been more ideal in terms of temperature and competition, right?
No, they weren't. They were perfect weather, honestly, and it just really speaks to how, like, on the uptrend running is in Colorado and just everywhere in general. To speak that, like, every year people keep getting faster, more and more people under 17. So. Well,
obviously, Delaney now has multiple performances under 17. You can count on less than one hand the amount of women who have done that in their careers here, and she's still got one more year to go, Lord willing, help providing on this course. But obviously now all the focus is on getting in more good training and some big opportunities to get ready for the state meet. Again, 16:45.1, 14+ second PR from last year. Brilliant performance. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.